Hey there folks, and welcome to my first top 10 video. I thought I'd make a little Pokey themed video, but with the announcement of Sun and Moon and all. When coming up with the top 10 list, I settled on my favourite Generation 1 Pokemon. Because where better to start than the very beginning? Keep in mind, this is my opinion. So if our interests don't align, don't kill me or anything. Please, just have fun. Yay. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on with this video. Number 10. Kicking it off at number 10, it's Arcanine, the legendary non-legendary Pokemon. You know, the concept of having a loving animal companion that will follow you through thick and thin is truly heartwarming. But the concept of an animal companion that can breathe fire is literally heartwarming, or even heart-melting, like, ugh. Arcanine is a Pokemon that serves as a faithful companion that can burn your face to a crisp. And that's why he's on this list. Also because he looks cool and he's got good stats with powerful moves to use, etc. Number 9! Never before has a Pokemon been so helpful to me in Pokémon Stadium. Such a good special attack, and the type needed to kick Dragon in the ass. There's no other reason why I wasn't using Lapras to help me in Stadium mode in the Gym Leader's Castle. It's through Pokémon Stadium where I found the love I have for this Pokemon, and what encouraged me to start using it more in the main games. Through my newfound Lapras love and the fact that you're given one in Generation 1, I learned that Lapras is actually a really good Pokemon. Lapras is a very bulky Pokemon, sporting a high HP stat and a great move pool full of high damage moves and powerful effect moves. One of those moves being the deadly Perish Song, which soon became one of my favourite moves to use, just to dick people over. And hey, speaking of numbers counting down... Number 8! You know how in Pokemon, when the Pokemon speak and they say their own names? Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle. Well, not fucking Victory Bell.
Victory Bell, go!
Now I know there's some exceptions with Nidoqueen and Nidoking and Rhydon just kind of going roar, but I mean seriously, it's literally screaming in pain. I don't know what it's doing, but I love it. I mean, do I need to say more? I never really used Victory Bell in game, so can't really say anything on that front. But I love James's one in the anime. The way it would just scream every time it came out of its Pokeball and literally tried to devour its trainer. That goddamn scream has stuck with me ever since I was a kid. And I don't think it's gonna go anywhere soon. Number 7! Now, when playing video games, I'm scared enough of being in the water as it is. But if this thing is sat there waiting for me, I'd never swim again. Tentacruel is one menacing jelly, with stats to boot. Having good speed and special defense has helped it be troublesome in the metagame, as well as make it into this list. With Rapid Spin in his arsenal, he can be just as good as clearing hazards as he is setting them up. Did I mention he's scary? Yeah? Good.
Ooh, number 6.
You know, there's something so appealing about a Pokemon that could kill you by hugging you with its scythe-like arms. Scyther is an absolute badass with 2 massive scythes for arms. I mean, who needs arms when you can have weapons? I loved how, in Generation 1, that Scyther could only be obtained through the game corner. It really made me work for that 5,500 coins you needed from the slot machines. That was just a pain to get. But honestly, for me, it was worth it for Scyther. But nowadays, he can just be caught in the wild, which is a lot better than just farming coins at the slot machines. But now let's see who made the cut above Scyther. Kill me. Please. Number 5! My god, this Pokemon is awesome! We may have the god of all Pokemon, the death of the Pokemon world, But we have the King, baby. Nidoking. Not only does this guy look like he'll ground your ass into dust, but with a whopping attack stat, he surely can. The sheer amount of TMs this guy can learn is staggering. There's fighting type moves, water type moves, electric type moves, fire type moves, ice type moves, rock type moves, and ground type moves. Good lord, the list goes on. He can have a pretty versatile moveset if you want him to. You can pretty much cover for his type weaknesses with the sheer amount of moves he can have. And that is why you should hail the King, baby. Number 4. Oh boy, if this guy wasn't here, then there'd be something seriously wrong with me. Of course there needs to be a space for Mewtwo on any top 10 Pokemon list. Not only was Mewtwo the best Pokemon in Gen 1, hands down, but he's still one of the best today, especially with 2 Mega Evolutions. But the main reason I love Mewtwo is his debut in his movie. He's so dark, intelligent, and just powerful that he became one of my favourite Pokemon characters of all time. Although, what's up with that ending? Ash dies, everyone cries, and Mewtwo's like, "Yep, I'm good now," and flies off with the clones. Sure, it's something about Ash's compassion making him throw himself between Mew and Mewtwo's attacks, but it's still kinda lame. Mewtwo just wants to kill everyone anyway, so what's it? I'm ranting on, sorry. Move on. Number 3! Cloyster is a favourite of mine for many reasons. One being what I just said. With monstrous defense and access to spikes and rapid spin, Cloyster is a great support Pokemon, littering the opponent's side with hazards and clearing your own side at the same time. That's not even mentioning what Cloyster can do with Shell Smash, sacrificing defense to go on the offensive. The fact this Pokemon is so versatile in playstyle is why I love this Pokemon so much. And it's pretty funny how he looks like a giant floating Vegeta. Number 2! Everyone has to make that choice in their life. The choice that defines them for the rest of their journey. You know what I mean. Do you choose fire, water, or grass? I chose water, leading to Blastoise making his way on this list. This tanky turtle found his way into my heart by being able to take hits as well as dish them out. And then Gen 6 comes along, and he gets a Mega form. Not only is he more tanky, but the dude can utilize some great offensive moves with Mega Launcher, making him even more of a threat than before. But in the end, Squirtle was my first ever Pokemon. I trained him into a Wartortle, then to a Blastoise, so it's easy to see why he's on this list. But there's still one Pokemon that tops Blastoise. Let's find out who it is, shall we? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, number 1! At number 1 we have the spooky spectre Gengar. There's a lot to love about good old Gengar, from its piercing red eyes to its sinister grin. I can't get enough of how evil he looks. I loved watching the episode where Ash gets a Haunter to fight Sabrina, just because of how nuts the ghost Pokemon were in it. And let's not forget that Gengar's got some serious special attack and speed on his side. But the main reason I wanted a Gengar on my team so much is the fact that I could never have one. When I was younger and I didn't have a link cable, that is. Gengar was so mysterious to me because I never knew how to get him, which made me want him even more. Thanks to the magic of wireless DS Play, my favourite Pokemon could finally earn his rightful spot on my team, and has done for a century. No matter what Pokemon game I play, there's always a space for Gengar. Well, that about wraps up this list. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you will. And most importantly, keep on being you so that I can keep on being me. Bye-bye!